Hello, welcome back to another Friday and another edition of our Heartland Journals 3 and 3, where I run down the three stories of the week the mainstream media either forgot to tell you or ignored in about 3 minutes, or as fast as I can. Let's go. Number one, longtime South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has died 2 days after his 69th birthday and after what is being called a sudden illness and chest pains. Trump said Senator was like family. He endorsed him 3 times. Graham died hours after returning from a trip to Ukraine. Trump said he spoke with the senator Saturday evening and that could have been his last call. Whoever replaces Graham will be only the third person to hold the seat since 1956, when Strom Thurmond, one of the longest-serving senators in U.S. history, was elected to the post. Graham was booked for TV Sunday morning, making his night before death more shocking. Meanwhile, Democrat Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear escalated his pressure campaign against Senator Mitch McConnell on Saturday, demanding the longtime Republican senator from the bluegrass state reveal his undisclosed medical condition as questions mount over the 84-year-old's ability to serve. In a post on X, Beshear connected his recent push for the lawmakers' transparency to past national debates, writing, "I publicly and privately urge the last administration to address the public's concerns with the former president's health." Biden he's referring to. "I'm calling on Senator McConnell to do the same and provide voters an update on his own health." Beshear ended the post by urging McConnell to end the crazy speculation and just tell us what's going on. If McConnell, who isn't running for re-election, were to die or otherwise leave office before his term expires in January, Kentucky would face an untested succession process that could trigger a special election and potentially a court fight over the timing of the vote. While we're on this subject of missing persons, House Speaker Mike Johnson threatens to make Representative Maxine Waters' vote inactive over absences. Speaker Johnson put his foot down when it comes to Maxine Waters and her refusal to show up in person to vote. Congresswoman Waters has been abusing a COVID-era proxy rule that was deemed for emergencies only in 2024, said Johnson. She now has an emergency every time there's a vote. Johnson says Waters hasn't been in the chamber at all in months and believes she may be incapacitated. If the gentlewoman from California doesn't show up for the next roll call, her vote will enter inactive status. Maxine Waters hasn't shown up for months. McConnell is 84, or was. We don't know, do we? And Maxine is 87, or was. These two make a good case for term limits. Chuck Grassley from Iowa is 92 and running for another 6-year term. He's the president pro tempore of the United States Senate, by the way. Third in line to president after vice president. Can you imagine? They said Reagan was too old and he was only 73. What is it about that job that makes people stay for life? Number 2 story, the big guys won't tell you anywhere else. Mick Jagger says it's not his job to lecture Rolling Stones fans on politics. Bruce Springsteen clearly sees his job as engaging in a meaningful back and forth. My job in the live music world is for those people that come to have the best time, and you don't want to lecture them. That's right, Mick, or rip them off. Taylor Swift is now Mrs. Kelsey. Event designer Edward Parati estimated the celebration cost $35 million to $50 million, calling it a Herculean effort. While the celebrity couple has reportedly paid back New York City for security and other costs tied to her lavish days-long Madison Square Garden wedding festivities the week of July 4th. Mayor Zohran Mamdani said in a press conference on July 10th that Swift has already shelled out more than $160,000 to cover public resources spent by the city. They say one person's trash is another one's treasure, and that certainly seems to be true for her trash. After Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce tied the knot at their New York City wedding inside Madison Square Garden, Queens artist Justin Guignac collected discarded items from the streets surrounding the venue. He sealed the pieces of trash inside small acrylic cubes and offered them for sale for $25 each. He made smaller pocket garbage cubes, which sold for $25 each, along with larger versions priced at $100. The event was said to include more than 1,000 guests. Last story number 3. Firefighters are working to suppress and contain 44 large fires across the country. 15,150 firefighters and support personnel are engaged in nationwide fire activity, including 316 crews, 952 engines, and 143 helicopters. New large incidents were reported in 7 geographic areas, and many responders are working with active or extreme fire behavior. So far this year, 38,956 fires have burned more than 3.5 million acres across the United States. According to the World Health Organization, wildfires are increasing around the globe in frequency, severity, and duration, heightening the need to understand the health effects of wildfire exposure. The risk of wildfires grows in extremely dry conditions, such as drought, heat waves, and during high winds. The fire in southwestern Colorado has consumed 64,369 acres and was 23% contained as of Sunday morning. It is now the 9th largest fire in Colorado history. The Gold Mountain Fire near Ouray had scorched 35,601 acres as of Sunday morning, and containment is hovering at 5%. The fire burning west of Leadville is 25% contained and has burned 5,853 acres. The Elk Fire started by lightning and has burned nearly 350 acres. Stay safe, friends. If you get an evacuation order, heed it, please. That's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to us at heartlandjournal.com and our Substack and never miss an episode. Mainstream won't tell you the news, but I will, and it's free. Thanks for doing it. See you next week for another Heartland Journals 3 and a little more than 3. Glory to God.